What up, everybody?
Corona!
It's Corona time, baby.
What up, Beaners?
Hey, it's Beaners.
You're still alive, thankfully, hopefully.
Yes, yeah.
We love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for rocking with us during this fucking weird, we don't know what the fuck's going on time.
Yep. These are our quarantine episodes, everybody. We are officially in the quarantine.
And I know you're wondering, well, if this is the quarantine episode, the picture I just saw on the episode looks like you guys are in a different place. And on the episode, it says, featuring guest. What?
Featuring guest, baby.
Spoil the beans. They don't have guests.
Oh, baby.
What is that?
We have our first guest.
This episode that they're about to watch right now?
Yeah. We have our first fucking guest.
Mr. Daren Bates. Guys.
Daren Bates.
For the NFL, Mr. Daren Bates. We'll clap. He's not even here right now, but you're about to get a full hour and a half of him. And let me say, guys, this was by far my favorite episode we've ever done. By far. I mean, this was... You guys, I'm actually... excited for you to sit back and watch it.
Yeah,
sit back.
We had a great time.
Fucking enjoy our first. I mean,
the first time
it's
we
one of the most fun we ever had.
The second part first, and then the.
We had to. Yeah, we're filming the right. This is already post episode because we had to do it. We had to set it around Daren's schedule and the coronavirus schedule.
Coronavirus really has a tough schedule to keep up with.
So we had to deal with that, but we got the episode done. Mm-hmm. He flew out for us because he's a fucking champ. He's the best, and he is also Daren Bates,
our new sponsor.
Literally, as of 5 minutes ago, I kid you not, as of 5 fucking minutes ago, Daren Bates has decided to sponsor our podcast. And then I'm sure you're like, what the fuck does that mean? Well, guys, this is what it means.
It means he wants you to follow him on Instagram. You can search up Daren Bates, Daren Bates. He has a check mark next to him, so it should pop up. Or you can look up his handle on Instagram, which is at Weslyn, WESLYNN_son, SON 56. Weslyn _son
56 for NFL player.
Yeah.
Active NFL player, Daren Bates. You know the guy who jumped over the goal line. We'll get into that later in the episode.
I'll post a video of it when we release the episode. You'll see.
But anyway, guys, go to Daren Bates' Instagram. Follow Daren Bates. Do everything you can to support Daren Bates.
Yeah.
He is our new sponsor of Spoil the Beans. He is officially in the Beans family.
Make sure you go back and like all his posts.
Fucking follow him.
Yeah.
And you like everything he does.
Posts.
And I don't give a fuck what team he plays for. You support it.
Yes.
You support it. Oh, I don't like the Titans. I grew up Shut up! You're a beater, you're a Titan.
Yeah.
You're a beater and he's a Cardinal, you're a fucking Cardinal.
That's how it works.
That's how this works now. He sponsored our podcast. We are represented by the Titans. It's a big fucking deal. He also told us to mention he has the biggest dick of all the linebackers in the NFL.
That's
his words, not ours.
Yeah.
He's our sponsor. We do what he says.
Mm-hmm. And you might be thinking, if you've never watched this before and you're here for Daren Bates, where's Daren right now?
Yeah.
Well, we have to, before we get into this week's movie, the one you're here for, we got to talk about last week's movie first.
Rambo.
Yep. So if you want to see Daren, fucking wait 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
You can skip ahead, or you can watch us and be like, what the fuck is this podcast about? Which is what you should do.
Which is what you fucking should do.
Mm-hmm.
Golly, Hassan, I'm so excited. But Rambo, did you watch it? Did
Oh,
you do your homework? That was your homework.
I watched Rambo for the first time. I did it. I did it. I watched Rambo.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. I mean, you explained it to me, but still
That's my job.
Seeing it was like still way different than...
It's an action movie. It's hard to do action. You know that.
Well, no, not like how the fighting scenes looks. Just like I still had to overcome, but like, well, I guess overcome, and then this is a word, my perception of what Rambo was, and the idea of like I thought this guy would be fighting in Southeast Asia. You know what I mean?
Killing way too many Asians.
Yeah, just killing Asians, fighting 4 Asians. Which Asian side is he on? You don't know.
Nothing to do with that.
No.
It's about a man's PTSD.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be as real as it was. It
really puts in perspective how talented Sylvester really is.
Yeah,
he's a very talented man.
That last scene is what really puts it over the edge.
Some acting, it's great writing. I mean, to do both.
Yeah,
I mean, it's straight up some Rocky shit. Also, it is the origins of a beautiful franchise because it wasn't meant up to be a franchise. It wasn't. They didn't make the first one going. Oh, we're gonna make. They didn't make the first Rocky think they were gonna make a bunch. They didn't.
It wasn't like at the end of this show it said the sheriff will return.
No, no. It was like they wanted you leaving the theater going, what the fuck was that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never seen an action movie do that.
No, great action movie. This is awesome. This is awesome. This dude's doing some cool ass shit, man. And it's cool because you're like, wow, how do we even get here? Because he didn't want to be bothered. And also I like it because it is how things escalate. Things escalate like that where you're like, man, I can't, where you get all the way to where Rambo's, pretty much under the fucking, in the rat situation, or all the rats are jumping on him. And it's like, how the fuck did I get here?
Right.
I was just walking through the goddamn town.
Yeah, he just kept walking.
I love when he turns back around. Do you feel what I meant? The Mad Max, because that's the whole movie. The whole decision of the movie turns up when he turns back around.
The sheriff isn't necessarily mean to him.
No, it's that last little comment.
Yeah.
Wash yourself, clean yourself, so this won't happen, anywhere else. And he's like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, sheriff.
Picked the wrong battle, Playboy, didn't you? Some of your fucking crew's not gonna be able to walk straight again.
Oh, I mean, his whole
to the leg when he's fucking up all their knees.
Yeah.
He's fucking up just their legs.
God,
I told you, bro. It's when he also the thing about how talented this nigga is as a soldier. Could have easily killed him. Instead, he's like, I'm gonna make sure all of their legs. None of them are walking out of here.
No,
none of them.
No. Yeah, it's just badass. Just badass. Just took them all on at once. Took them all
easy
at
too.
once.
Knocked them out 1, 2, 3, 4.
And just beat them. Just beat them. Literally all the way to the end. All the way to the end. It took the entire. He took like pretty much being surrounded by the National Guard.
He was gonna kill a lot of them before they killed him.
Before they killed him,
he was gonna take out a lot of them before they actually got to him. But because it is true. Like I mean, of course, his commander saved him, but he really saved like 50 people outside.
I will say this: the commander wasn't exactly. I expected him to be a little more gruffer of a man.
No, he was a guy who'd never been in the gruff. He's the commander.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? He's the guy who never got his hands dirty. He tells people to watch it. He's always a boss.
Okay.
Because think about a general in war these times, bro. In the Vietnam time, your general ain't out there on the front lines, nigga.
Yeah, okay, but even so, it's like still like the idea of a general is sort of a rougher man. I haven't seen Patton, but the idea of what that is, you know what I mean?
You haven't seen Platoon, yeah. You haven't seen Private Ryan.
But the idea of like someone who he's not even a general, he's a colonel, so he was at least in Vietnam. But like the idea,
but he was just giving orders.
Yeah. Still, either way, I just expected a more gruff man. This guy was like
a politician.
Well, a politician. This guy was like, which is a type of person in the military.
I was just about to beat you. It's like, dude, how many people go from that to politics?
Yeah, which is definitely a type of person in the military.
Because the military is politics. If you want to work your way up to his position,
hey, bro, everything is politics.
Yeah, you got me.
Fucking Staples is politics.
Goddamn right. If you want to work your way to the top.
Yeah, if you want to be assistant regional manager, bro, at Staples, you better be willing to cut some throats.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Sorry. You gotta be willing to cut some motherfucking throats to get there.
Yeah. That colonel is like, yeah, maybe he's never shot anybody with his hands, but he definitely has with a pen. Does that make sense?
Oh,
he's definitely
like,
written a couple things.
Those Asian kids are dead. He's definitely
yeah. Or like, this guy's career over.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like him. I don't like the way he talked to me. Career's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was awesome. It was a fucking awesome movie. I get why it's a franchise.
Yeah.
You see the first one, you're like, oh, this movie's great.
And I'm interested to see like what it devolves into.
You want to see how it becomes Fast and Furious.
Yes. Because
you've seen the first Fast and Furious, so now you actually have a guideline because you've seen the end ones and you've seen the first one. So you see like now what I mean. We're like, oh wow, they really did make a jump. That first one, they're actually just racing cars in a realistic way. They're actually just street racing.
There's movie magic, but they try to keep, even in the movie magic world, they try to keep it realistic. The only thing unrealistic about the first one is when he jumps from the car to the thing at the end. Remember at the end, doesn't like Vin Diesel make a jump?
No, they both go over the train tracks.
Never mind.
And then Homeboy's car gets hit on the first one, right?
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the movie, they're racing each other,
right?
And they fucking go over the train tracks. So the train tracks make them go like that. It wasn't like they did an actual jump.
Okay. No. Sorry. When they're robbing the truck at the beginning, or one of the robberies, because they're robbers. They're a band of robbers at first. Anyways, at this point, it doesn't matter.
They jump in the truck? Because I remember they shoot the front windshield out, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then a nigga jumps in the truck. That's the only thing. It's the only. Is that and the Nas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the Nas are actually the only things that are like, oh, that's a movie magic. But it's two things. That's any movie. Whereas like Fast and Furious now, it's Avengers.
Yeah, well,
even though Avengers is way realistic. Yo, Avengers Infinity War compared to Fast 8?
Oh, it's way more realistic.
Not even close how realistic Avengers Infinity War is.
It's way more realistic. But yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm also just interested, like, how do they write him out of this situation? Because he's in a pretty rough situation to get out of.
Oh, I mean, the only reason he got out is because the commander was like, hey, let's just have no more dead bodies, and I'll take him.
No, I'm saying, like, for the second movie, how does he... So he's presumably in jail or on trial for fucking murdering, or not murdering, but pretty much murdering an entire police force.
Hold up. Mm-hmm. The level that colonel's in and the level warrior he is, government might get him out if they put him back. If this is what his situation would be, and maybe I'm wrong here, naive, but I think his situation, a guy at his level, talking about the best soldier of all time, because that's who he was.
Yeah.
In the movie, he's the best soldier of all time.
Yeah.
So in the movie, in that reality, in that world, this guy, they have him there. They would talk to so many high ups in the military, in the Pentagon, all that kind of shit, and be like, hey, what do we do with him? Do we send him to jail or do we use him? Because he's in a position now where we kind of have him by the balls.
Okay.
And that you can go up to Rambo and be like, hey, Rambo, so you're either going to spend the rest of your life in prison or you can come do some stuff for us. You know how you need people to do the nasty shit in the military? The shit that the shit that ain't in history books.
Right.
The shit that you'll never know about.
Right.
That kind of job.
Okay.
I can see, not to say that would happen, but I can see a guy at that talent.
Being like, okay, we need you to send you on some covert ops.
President, you don't want to waste that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I guess we'll find out when I watch First Blood Part 2.
Why the fuck would they call it that?
But that was First Blood, everybody.
That was First Blood. Hey, stay right where you fucking are. You're about to see the fucking best beans you've ever seen.
Shout out to our new sponsor, Daren Bates.
Daren motherfucking Bates. At Westland Son. At Westland Son. Go follow him and say a nice thing on his page. That's literally
like all his stuff.
all he's paying us to say.
Yep. Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's
Yeah.
how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us from
Poston, Sanamad.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation.
Beaners.
Oh, shit, Beaners. What's up?
Beaners. Bro, I know y'all are like, what the fuck is going on? Well, we got a special fucking episode and a special goddamn guest, Mr. Daren Bates. Everybody, Daren Bates.
Hey,
Daren Bates from the
appreciate
Tennessee
you,
goddamn
fellas.
Titans.
Appreciate you, fellas.
Come on, guys, from the fucking Christian Brothers High School.
Yeah.
To Olive Branch's
Yeah.
senior year. Supposed to go to Arkansas State.
Supposed to.
Doesn't go. Goes to Auburn. Starts as a freshman. SEC. Auburn. Fucking wins a national title with fucking Cam Newton. My boy balls out his senior year. Goes undrafted. Gets picked up by the goddamn Rams. 3 years. Balls out. Is he done? What do most people have done? 2 years.
Yeah,
That's the
the average.
You're fucking done 2 years. Not my boy. Goes to the Raiders. We fucking go to a game. He wins the game on special teams. If you don't know the man sitting right here, motherfucking Beaners, this is the man that jumped over the O-line. You know you can't jump over the fucking O-line in
Hey,
football?
you preach to him right there.
I preach him, bro.
Oh,
they need to know who you are.
They didn't
Preach
know
it.
about
What-
that one. They didn't know about
They
that
need
one.
to know.
When that happened, I called Derek and I was like, bro, that's the Daren Bates rule.
There you
That's
go.
exactly what
There
that
you
is.
go.
That's
On
the
field
Darren-
goals, you can no longer jump over the center because the niggas like him.
Well, because of him.
Him. Hey, you know what?
Actually,
Because of this
not like
nigga.
him, actually because of him.
He's sitting right here.
Yeah.
Invented a rule for the game of NFL, bro. Can you understand? Because of this fucking guy.
Yeah,
2 years with the Raiders. 5 years in the NFL. He's got to be done. He's got to be done. There's no, what's left to prove? My nigga goes to the fucking Titans. Signs a 3-year deal. Big boy money. I'm not going to say the number, but I know. I looked it up. They let you look it up.
You can just Google it
I
if
can
you're
Google it
really
right now,
curious.
but I'm not going to say put
You
my
could-
boy's business on blast, but just know he's fucking paid. Look at the change, bro.
Absolutely Google it.
Look at the stunt. 3 years with the Titans. Fucking this last season. Y'all know what he did, man. They fucking made it to the goddamn AFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying?
And just incredible year.
Almost fucking right.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible year, dog.
Incredible year.
The greatest part about the Super Bowl was y'all niggas talking about that shit on every other podcast when you recorded that shit way early. as fuck.
We record this, and just like this episode, you won't see it till probably like we're all fucking in huts.
Yeah.
Because of the coronavirus. You're
Yeah.
like, why are they dropping this? Who the fuck cares about this movie?
We're
What
all,
do we care?
we're all fighting for resources. Why are they talking about this movie?
That's how we do it on Spoiled the Beans. We come out weeks later, baby. You know what I'm saying? But you get it when you fucking get it. But we're not here to talk about your football career. It's like, why would they have an NFL? What, is this a different episode? No, nigga, you saw the movie under the title. You know what this is about. God, thanks for coming, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate y'all boys having me, man.
This is-
Popping my podcast shit.
You listen to Spoil the Beans?
There's a look of anger right there.
I'm disgusted in that.
Come on, dog.
I am the Beaners. I am
Fucking
president.
tell
I
'em.
want y'all to know, nigga, I am y'all president. So we going by the numbers. Just want to let y'all know we're going by the number.
Oh, I love this guy.
Oh man, President Beaner over here.
Shut up, Hassan. Anyway, you don't talk. You're here because you forced me to bring you here.
I'm on the podcast.
No,
This is my
did you
podcast.
know? Did you know this is how you gonna get fired?
Yeah, no, this is it. We fucking taking over.
You feel me? All right,
He's seen every movie I've seen. Other like 10, but we got 10
We got
episodes for y'all,
10.
bro, and they coming hot.
Easy.
I shouldn't have said so many mean things about black people.
Yeah, bro. They dropped the N-word casually. We didn't do too much.
I did one episode.
I think you did when we walked in the door too.
You did. You heard
I think
it.
I heard.
I heard something.
Like
I said it under my
two
breath,
niggas
I
in
thought.
Bro. Can't whisper. Guys. It's real quick, Hassan, before we get into it, our sponsors.
Oh yeah. Hey guys. Do you guys want solid graphic design work? You know what? More than solid. Great graphic design work.
The best graphic design work.
Go to CheetoCon at ChitoKan. CheetoCon.
That's CheetoCon, guys. If you need your graphic design needs, CheetoCon has them. Daren Bates, you don't have to talk during this because they're not paying you. So, CheetoCon.
CheetoCon.
Graphic design needs.
The Jews are here.
The Jews are here. That's their slogan. I don't know why they makes us say it, but that's what he makes us fucking say. The Jews are here, CheetoCon. That's the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God, bro. D-Bates, man. I mean, you have so much insider information. I mean, you have shit. You know shit that motherfuckers would love to know, bro. Inside the locker room shit. Like, personal, like, could blow this podcast out of order, bro, if you say some shit. And I just got one question for you, bro. Vrabel, your coach.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true? Hold on, before I get into that, Hassan, real quick. Actually, Darren, help him out with this, but then we'll get right back into that.
Mm-hmm.
Hassan, real quick.
Okay.
Before we get into this fucking serious question, because this, I mean, I gotta know. Can you tell me what you think happens? Actually, you too, if you haven't seen it. In the movie, the film, Lean on Me.
Fuck. Okay.
You see, that's a classic.
That's a
That's a classic.
You know something.
That's a
I know
classic.
that bitch is a classic.
Do you know?
haven't seen it.
All right. Do you know who's in it, Darren? Do you know anyone who's in it? Because I have no idea who's in this goddamn movie.
Yeah, I know who in there.
Who's in it?
Morgan Freeman.
Okay. So we have a place to start.
And that's
What
the
happened in
only
this movie,
nigga I
Bates?
remember. That nigga principal though, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so Morgan
you tell
Freeman?
me. You never seen it.
That nigga principal.
he's a
at the
principal.
hood at ratchet ass school, right?
Okay. Is he trying to reach these kids?
Hell yeah. He that nigga. Yeah. He the nigga that's all in their business and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
what that nigga doing over there? Where you going? Where you going out of school, nigga? You know, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, but they got some badass kids at the school, though.
Okay,
Obviously,
so they got
ratchet
some
ass
bad
shit.
kids who, what do these bad kids do? You know what?
I know one scene, though.
Oh,
You smoke crack, don't you?
Okay, so these kids are smoking crack.
There
All
you
right,
go.
all right, let's go.
Can't
Let's
do
go.
ammunition like that.
Yeah.
He's already
Smoking
racist.
crack.
So
There
these
you go.
kids are smoking crack. All right,
damn it.
and Morgan Freeman is a principal. He's like, oh, how do I stop these kids from smoking crack?
Yeah.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
Right. So what does
I
he
bet
do?
you somebody die.
Oh.
both of
So
y'all?
you know what? You meet the kid who's he's smart, but he's
Yeah.
smoking the crack. So he's trying to so Morgan's trying to reach him.
Yeah,
You know what I
reach him
mean?
and get to him. He couldn't get to him.
He couldn't get to him,
Yeah.
man. That kid dies over the course of the film.
There you go.
Yeah. So
And-
we have the kid that everyone likes but dies.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some other kids? The kid that no one believes can turn it around.
Oh, it's always got that kid.
Yeah.
Always.
But he turns it around at the end because he's friends with the kid who everyone believes in.
And then he got.
Yeah.
that's
Once
how he
his
did
friend
it.
dies, he's like, oh shit, I gotta get my life together.
You know y'all are just describing boys in the hood. Both of you.
no, we're not.
Not really.
Both of y'all.
Not really. No one's getting into USC. All right. These are all kids trying to survive.
And they like ninth graders. Early.
So that's y'all's Lean on Me, huh? The classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was Morgan Freeman, so he made it classic.
Yeah,
true.
that's a good point.
God damn it.
That's a
I know the little black dude that was in the hoe that he was talking to. That nigga, did he go in another movie? Yeah, I remember seeing
He's been in the movie.
Yeah.
Look, Darren knows some shit about it.
I know,
You know some shit about this.
I know
This is
that
one of the
part.
movies, as a black person,
You supposed to see that.
you're supposed to see it. You are
Okay.
supposed to see it. It's crazy.
Okay.
That's why I did it, because I think it's crazy you haven't seen this.
Okay.
Supposed to see it.
And B, it's fucking, what a ridiculous podcast. The fuck are we about to, we got a fucking NFL player here. And we're about to talk about Lean on Me and not Drew Brees, but you're goddamn right. That's what we talk about on Spoiled Beans. Guys, the following is based on a true story.
Oh, one of those.
This movie is 100% true, dog.
Okay.
I mean,
Damn,
to
I
the
didn't know
T.
that.
I didn't know it either. I also forgot. This is to the T, to the truth. Fucking true story. You hear someone singing like in the background, like a school kind of like a school song. You know what I mean? Like you hear, East Side High, our school pride. Like you hear that in the background, right? Once considered, this is words coming across the screen, like Star Wars or some shit.
Did you guys have like a Christian Brothers song that you guys knew?
Yeah, I don't remember it, but we had one. Every school has a song.
We never sang our song. So I had no idea.
Do you
what
remember
our
any
song-
of it? Do you remember Auburn's?
Well, damn. That's, I don't know.
Bro, you guys would win and go by the band and have to listen
My
to it play
nigga,
it.
this is, we used to, bro, we get in the locker room after the game, supposed to say in the fight song, nigga. I just back there go, never took the time to learn that bitch.
Guys, we're never gonna get through this movie. Just know, we're probably gonna get through half of it and then stop. But, yeah, bro, I don't remember a fucking fight song. That is crazy. They do make you go by their. Go by the
you guys
band
were
and, like,
in the
listen to it.
sport,
Yeah,
and you
that's
guys were
true.
like,
Now, we ain't had to do that shit. We ain't had to do
Y'all never had to do it?
No, we're not gay.
Wait a minute. I've seen USC do this after a title win.
yeah, I guess we're all
And
gay.
that was a long ass time ago.
That's why we coming at your head, USC. This whole episode. Get ready. All right, guys. Like I said, we're singing the fight song. Words are coming across the screen. Once considered among the finest high schools in America, East Side High of Paterson, New Jersey, declined over the years until an official report called it once a terrible cauldron of violence.
Whew.
The battle of one man, Joe Clark, to save East Side High and restore it to its former pride
That's Morgan right there.
is the subject of our story. It began 20 years ago. East Side High, 1967. All right, you see the school? It looks fucking nice. It looks like Christian Brothers or some shit. You know what I mean? Pristine. The walls are nice. Everything's really classy.
80s movie.
89. This movie
89,
came out. But this is 1967.
Okay.
All right. You see, the school's beautiful. We see Morgan Freeman. All right, he's in a dashiki and he's got a class full of white kids. And he's playing a fun game with them, like, you know what I mean, like a learning kind of game, and everybody's into it. It's like clearly like a cool teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga's fun. Everybody's involved. Everybody's having a good time. All the kids are white though. Can't stress that enough.
Well, I'll say this: if you're a teacher who wears a dashiki, you're either the coolest teacher or the worst teacher. One of the two. You know? You're either the coolest teacher or like the biggest hard ass.
So then another black man comes in and he's like, Mr. Clark, 2 minutes of your time, you know, and he's teaching the kids the word "imbrew." You know what the word "imbrew" means, son?
No.
Ben, you know what the word "imbrew" means, bro? You a smart white dude.
What's up, dude?
You know what the word "imbrew" means? Stop listening to Dr. Dre songs.
Imbrew?
Yeah, what's "imbrew" mean?
Let me Google it.
No, nigga, no. I wanted to know your brain.
How do you spell it?
IMBRUE. Imbrew. I already know the definition. It's all good. Imbrew. I was curious if anybody knew because I didn't know the word either. I was like,
Yeah,
what
I
the
know.
fuck does word mean?
Yeah.
Imbrew, it means to taint or to stain. Imbrew is like it's used for words typically in things like racism because it stains the spirit. It imbrues the spirit and taints the soul. The other man, the other black dude's like watching him tell all these white kids this, and they're like, you know, he's like smiling, right? So they go out into the hallway, and he's like, "What's the matter?" And he goes, "Joe, I got to tell you, they're holding a meeting." And he goes, "Without us? Are you fucking, God damn it." Morgan Freeman goes off. God damn it, you keep doing this bullshit. I'm sick of them you're trying to hold us back. You know, and he goes, the other dude's like, "Oh, you got to calm down. You got to calm down." He's like, "These gutless motherfuckers, I'm the Rockefeller of this shit." That's what he says. He said, "I'm the Rockefeller of this shit." Fucking outrage, God damn it. So he busts into this meeting, right? The other dude's trying to, like, "Come on, Joe. And he goes, "Man, you motherfuckers supposed to be standing tough. What's going on?" And then they're like, "Joe, we know you want to hold picket signs." Like, it's clearly like, it's clearly a teacher union problem.
Okay.
And he wants to fight.
He wants to go
They
on
don't.
strike, and he doesn't.
All right, and that's why that's like you can kind of tell like, okay, I think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So he steps up on the table and he yells at one dude. He's like, "Bro, you just let people goddamn kiss their ass. That's what you gonna do? You just gonna kiss everybody's ass?" And the other black guy gets up like, "Let's step outside, Joe, you motherfucker." You know what I mean? He's like, Morgan Freeman's like, "Let's go then, baby." You know, like they're about to go. They're about to go. Shit's hot. You know what I'm saying? And then they go. You know, the other black guy's like, "Calm down, everybody, calm down." And then he goes, "If you don't want to fight anyway, bro, if you wanted to fight, you'd be fighting on the goddamn side I'm fighting on, right?" And everybody's like, kind of looking at him like, damn. And so then he tells him, "Look, man, Joe, we already signed the deal. Teachers are going to do this without you, you know, it is what it is." And then Joe's like, "Well, God bless you." He takes out a dollar bill, slaps it on the dude's forehead. You know what I'm saying? He goes, "Take that money and pay your bills. That's all that goddamn matters." He leaves. All right? And the other black guy's like, "Come on, Joe. And he's like, "This place deserves exactly what it's going to get." And he storms out the halls. So the camera stays on the hallway. All right? You see time kind of fading and the lockers getting dingier. You see graffiti start popping up. You see the walls start getting nasty. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
20 years later.
Ooh.
Okay? School looks like a straight up prison, nigga. And you hear the beginning of Welcome to the Jungle. Da-da-da-da-da. You know? Da-da-da-da-da, right? And you see kids like start coming in the hall. Motherfuckers start selling drugs. Everybody starts looking gangster shit. Niggas start jumping a nigga. I'm talking about, bro, 6 dudes just right when the bell rang.
It's like one of them crazy
Bam!
scenes though, like
Yeah.
where all like stupid shit.
Where you like, bro, what's this
camera
in the school?
pan and you just see fights, nigga getting stabbed.
Stab, nigga,
Bitches
selling
fucking
drugs, bro.
shit.
Yeah,
all
nigga
that
had a
shit.
bitch
Yeah,
cornered up
crazy.
in the hallway about to smash. All that
Damn.
shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, wait on me.
Intense.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. While that shit's going, while this shit's all going down, bro. I'm talking about, bro, this shit looks like straight up direct, like in jail, like what it would be like outside. You know what I'm saying? And you see a fucking one dude, bro. You see him like the dude's jumping a nigga, and you see a teacher. Like you see a bunch of people picking on the teacher, right? Just like fucking with the teacher, like ripping his tie off and shit. And then we see a girl in the bathroom. She's like she's bad. She's bad. She's getting all prettied up. Credits are still rolling, bro. These other 4 girls come in, beat the shit out this bitch, start pushing her around, rip her shirt off. Nice titties. I mean, tits were nice. High school, we senior. You know what? We're gonna assume she's a senior. You know what they do say? They say she's a senior. So they say don't look at me like that. At some point,
Yeah, they were like, "Fuck you, you 18-year-old," right? That's what they said.
Somebody said she was 18. She was 18. Tits are great. I was an 18-year-old girl. Not a freshman. So she runs out. Obviously.
Yeah. People are like, look at that senior's tits. Everyone's like, hey.
Oh, look at Martha the senior.
Yeah, she was born in
Yeah,
1961.
she actually failed a year. She's really 19. They didn't need that in the dialogue, but they put it in there. So, she's holding her titties, and she's like running through the hallway screaming, like crying, and then like a teacher runs, like another black lady teacher, she runs up and she's like, "Oh my God," like she's like, "It's okay, it's okay." And then a nigga comes up on the teacher, like, "Ooh, what up?" Like tries to holler at her and like presses up on her, and she's like, "Just get away from me!" But this is the vice principal. What school? Hey, just don't have a school no more.
Yeah. Also, if you're that type of dude, just don't go to school.
Bro, clearly.
Yeah.
So we see the young nigga who was selling drugs to everybody. He comes outside. He opens the door like to the outside of the school. Like you remember those double doors that were leaked kind of like the outside? He opens one of them joints, and it's a motherfucker in a suit.
I even know something about the double doors. Remember them doors at Christian Brothers? How the
Yeah.
bitch would come back, pop, and come. You know the classroom that's by the gym? It used to be by the gym.
Yeah.
When you come through so I had class down there, right? No, actually, I was walking home. I was about to go home from practice. Bruh. Come through the door. Some niggas is running through the hall. I see them coming, but I just kept on going. Nigga, the door, they come through the door, slap that bitch open, and that bitch pop back as I'm walking through. Turn around. Bah! Man, when I got my tooth knocked out.
I remember this story. I was waiting for it. Fuck yeah. You had to walk around like an idiot for a day and a half.
Fucking hot. You niggas was trying to make me laugh.
Oh, bro, we just want to see that. I mean, he looked like an idiot.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
It was a dangerous dog. You know
Bruh.
what I'm talking about?
And they had that rod down there on the side of it.
You play a sport with NFL players, and a door took your tooth out.
Down, dog.
The door also gave me a concussion. Swear that's the only concussion, like known concussion I ever had. Playing the Niners, like one of the last game at Candlestick, motherfucking the kick six. Auburn had the kick six that night.
Oh, yeah. That's that Alabama game. Yeah.
So I'm watching that bitch on TV. Like, why that shit happened? I'm like going crazy. Oh, what the fuck? That shit lit as fuck. Like watching the replays over and over and over. Curfew about to happen, and Ray Armstrong, my roommate, that nigga called me. He was like, "Hey, bro, just open the door, had the door ready, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna come in." I put the thing in the door. And I remember, like, oh, shit, I gotta open the door for Ray. This nigga still had the key, open the door. Bah! Next thing I wake up, blood everywhere, fish in front of me, Coach Mack in front of me, like all kids, people, everybody's like, "Hey, what the fuck happened?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." And they like, asked me a whole bunch of questions. Like, "Did you go drink? Did you go out and do that?" I'm like, "No, I don't remember, but no."
Bro, in concussion. I've seen you go head up with Trent Richardson, and you were fine. You won.
And didn't even get to play the next day. Like one of the last games of Candlestick, I didn't get to play.
Wow.
Because of a fucking door.
But it's 2 times a door has gotten you. You're 0-2.
0-2.
Wow,
Doors.
damn, so
That's
it's
what
like-
you want to stop me with. How you
Yeah,
got
doors
stop
are-
me? You
so
gotta
it's like-
fuck
Doors are your Eli Manning, bro.
Yeah, it's like-
It's just, you can't get past
It's like
them.
Yankees, Red Sox, Bears, Packers, you and Doors. As far as all-time rivalries.
He's part of Auburn, Alabama.
I know. Not as bad as Doors, apparently.
Right,
Doors have
a
your number.
Motherfucker, man.
Also, very subtle stunt. When he said Fish, he was talking about Coach Jeff Fisher by the fucking name. I just want you to know, you said that like, oh, everybody's gonna know Fish. Hey, Jeff Fisher on this podcast. All right? Nobody's fucking friends here. Fish. So I'm talking to MJ. Guys, I'm talking about Michael Jordan. Just so I know you're like, what? Michael Jordan. Go ahead. So, credits are still rolling.
Right. Oh, we're set the credits.
Damn,
gotta
we
get to
just
this
in
movie.
the
Credits are still rolling. The drug dealer in the suits gives a dude a boatload of crack. You know what I mean? Dude comes in. We see a kid, we see like a white kid. He's buying from the drug dealer and shit. You know, see like it's like a couple girls watching, like you tell it. They're showing some kids who hate this. So in this montage, there are a couple kids who are like, I mean, I get that because you would be like,
That's
"Oh, these
real
niggas
life."
I'm raping the vice principal and niggas selling crack to God. Why am I here?
Yeah.
What am I doing? This is terrifying.
I
It
end
would
up
be
in this shit.
terrifying, bro. I was like, how hard you is, bro? They would be like, bro, I don't want to go here. Every day is a risk. Also, when I know I can just go to another school, it's fine. So there's two kids. You see these two kids, they start fighting, right? Like one dude walks up on them, they start talking shit, start pushing, they start throwing hands. Teacher comes up, bro. Hey, break it up. Bro, both them niggas beat his ass. They beat his ass. And then, like, people start jumping. The other dude, like his homie, so now he's fighting. The other dude's fighting his homie. The one dude is still on the teacher, bro. He takes his head. This scene is so graphic, bro. Takes his head, bop, 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 bop on the floor, like 10 times. You see the blood coming everywhere. I mean, it's like, what the?
Nigga,
I'm
that is
leaving school.
prison. God damn.
Yeah.
Bro, you see a motherfucking
That's
teacher.
not school.
Aren't you leaving, bro? You see that happen at lunch, you go, hey, you know what? I'm out today.
Hell yeah.
I just saw a teacher get his head bashed on the floor.
Hey, that was like how Kirby damn near was.
Damn, bro.
We had middle school niggas, 6th grade metal detectors walking through that bitch every day.
You went to Kirby?
Yes.
No, you went. I thought you. When did you go to the fucking school where all our friends went? that we
7th,
know?
8th grade, 7th, 8th grade.
Damn, I didn't know that 6th grade you went to Kirby.
And that's metal detectors and shit?
Oh yeah, kid brought a sawed off to
Yeah.
the school, put that bitch in the locker.
He brought a soda. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was
Pre-algebra
wild.
so hard. What?
I was so hard if a nigga say something, I'm gonna blast half the room.
Nigga, one time I didn't get picked up. The bus driver didn't come pick us up, bro.
Because he was like, oh, fuck this school.
Like I don't know what a nigga was back then. Nigga, they did just tell us, well, y'all got to walk home or call your parents. Ain't nobody mama finna come pick their ass up at 2:15, 3 o'clock. Niggas had to walk, and it was storming outside.
So we see the teacher getting pulled off on a stretcher.
Okay. Okay.
Credits still rolling.
Okay.
And we see the fat kid who was buying crack earlier, like from one of the dudes. This little fat kid. You see two. By the way, you recognize the fat kid. He is the kid you were talking about.
Yeah.
Sam's. Are leading this. He is from Juice. The fat guy from remember Juice? Fat kid. That's who it is. That's why you recognize. It's like you was like, I know this nigga's definitely in another classic.
Yeah.
But he's younger in this. This is before Juice.
Okay.
So you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
The one who was fat and who like he didn't die at the end. He thought he killed. Tupac thinks he kills him. He doesn't.
Right.
kill him.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see him and you see this motherfucker and some two other kids like, bro, where's my motherfucking money? He's like, I ain't got it. They stuff him in a locker. He's like, help. These two girls come up like, hey, Sam's, you okay? He's like, help me, get me out. He's screaming, get me out. They go, we gonna get some help. Help. Camera's still in the locker, bro. They run off. Camera pans back. You just hear this motherfucker screaming, please, I can't breathe. Please help me. Camera keeps panning back, bro. Nobody. It's for so long. Like long enough to make you feel like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Like,
Right.
Now you're like, damn, what if I was in it? I'd be terrified. Bro.
Yeah.
And then you see a janitor walk by that nigga. Like he's reading some shit. And he just keeps reading and it like, help, please. Saying ass, bro. Yeah, it's good school. So we see a politician and he's complaining about how he's the mayor, right, of New Jersey. We're in Passport, New Jersey. That's where we are.
Okay.
He's complaining about how his schools are, last in the state, blah, blah, blah. It's an election coming up. And he needs this. He needs East Side High. 75% of the students have to pass a basic skills test, or the state will come over and take over the school. He loses all board power,
Right.
which is a lot of power. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So he tells them how like, you know, he's talking to remember the black dude earlier who was like, Joe, come back. And Joe's like, this place deserves what it gets. This that black dude. So now he's the superintendent of schools.
Okay.
Right? So he's risen up. And he's like, man, I know a way to get the school back on track, but it's only one way to do it. And then the fucking mayor's like, no, we're not dealing with that nut. No way, no how. And then he's like, I can only think of one guy, right? Cut to, we see Joe. He's teaching at elementary school now, white kids, right? And he right when he sees the black dude, he goes, now why are you guys here? Now what do you want? Because he already knows. You want some shit. And he's like, Joe, I need you to be the new principal of East Side High. He gets pissed. Man, blah, blah, blah. He starts going off. And then the guy's like, Joe, you got to forget about what happened before. I need you to do this now. We need you. And he's like, let's turn this thing around. And then he goes, no. Joe's like, no. And he walks off. And then he goes, you're bullshit. You know that? You're full of shit. You just, and then Morgan Freeman's like, you just want to save your ass. And he's like, so what? So what? You want the truth, Joe? We talking truth? Yeah, I want to save my ass. But what have you done with your life? Teaching elementary school, these white kids, you ain't done nothing. You ain't done shit. And neither have I. Now die with that. And he walks off. And then Morgan Freeman's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I am just teaching like little white kids. I haven't really done anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So cut to Joe's walking down the hallways. East side, graffiti. Just the jail. And he's just looking at it like, what? How would I even, like, where do you even start?
How do you
know
begin?
what I'm saying? He looks, also the school looks like, bro, it don't look like a school, fool. It looks like a straight up abandoned building. You know what I'm saying?
I was saying, pictures of it.
Yeah, it's like it's an abandoned building. It's like this wouldn't even be a real place. You know, so it's crazy. It's like a true story. So the teachers, they call him in like, hey, Mr. Clark. They call him in the office. They're like, we just want to welcome him, and we want to say hi, and this is Eastside High. And he goes, sit down, Mr. O'Malley. And the white dude's like, he sits down all nervous. And then Joe's just looking at him, mean mugging all of them, all the teachers. And he goes, you think you can run this place? That's what you think? Well, if you thought that, I wouldn't be here now, would I? And then all the teachers like, because they're all 50.
Yeah.
There's a nigga yelling at you. And he goes, from now on, no one talks in my meetings. No one. And he's in their motherfucking face. And they're like, what the fuck? And he goes, and I want the names of every hoodlum, drug dealer, and person that does nothing by noon. Today. I want them all. If you don't do it at the end of the school, you're fucking out. And he looks at the janitor. He goes, janitor, no more cages in the cafeteria. And then they show the cafeteria, but there's cages. He's like, they goddamn act like animals because you treat them that way.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, what the fuck are the cages in that bitch?
Oh, bro, it's like cages. Bro. It's like a lunchroom for animals, bro. It's like if you were like, all right, I gotta feed this tiger, I gotta feed this bear, I gotta feed this elephant. I'm probably gonna separate them. You would think about it like that. That's how they do
It's a kennel?
Yeah, it's a kennel. Yes, it's a kennel.
It's a
That's a good way to put this cafeteria. Yo, bro, how is this a true story? Who was sending their kid here?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So
That's a no option place. You're not sending your kid there as a choice.
You don't even know where your kid goes.
Yeah, you're not touring the cafeteria like, oh, I like these facilities. You're telling me you treat them like unadopted dogs? That's awesome.
Oh, fuck. So he goes, this behind me is Mr. Wright. And it's like you see a dude, security, that look like CIA or some shit,
Right.
And he goes, he will keep the halls clean, him and his team. And you see a team of motherfuckers like that, black dudes. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, Mr. Zarella, stand up. And this white dude stands up. And he goes, you are now the new head football coach. And the white dude's like, what? And he goes, Mr. Darnell, stand up. And the black dude stands up. You ever seen the movie Soul Food?
Yeah.
You remember the black dude who's fucking cheating on his wife?
Yeah.
Him.
Okay,
He's Mr. Darnell, just so you get the image.
Nope.
Be more cultured.
Yeah.
See something besides whatever the 9/11 movies. Whatever you watch. I don't know what you watch.
First of all, we
You
call
watch
that
Bollywood
porn.
Movies? You watch Bollywood movies?
Oh my God. I have seen Bollywood movies. Yes, I have.
You probably starred in one.
Yeah. Fuck you. Good job. That's what this podcast sounds like.
I don't like this. I need another Indian person here. That's what I need.
When one of them gets in the NFL, then we'll fuck happen. Oh! Not athletic!
We're not. We just are smarter than everybody. Oh, God
All
damn.
right, keep it going.
Yeah. I didn't like it either, man. Fucking crazy.
No, yeah, keep reading from the computer we designed.
That is true.
But you got it from the black dude that designed the internet.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, is that what happened? Is
Yeah,
that
a
true?
black dude made the internet, bro. You know that?
Well, you know what? I'm going to choose not to believe it. America.
You're fucking. He goes, Mr. Darnell, stand up. And Mr. Darnell stands up. He goes, you want to know why you're being demoted from head football coach? And he's like, he didn't say anything. He goes, you know why? Because I'm tired of our football team losing every goddamn game. And then he goes, you don't like it? Quit. Sit down. He sits down. He goes, and that goes for all of you. You know, you guys want to come talk to me about what you're doing, and none of your students can goddamn read. And they're all just looking at him. He goes, they've given me less than 1 year to turn this around. He goes, my word is law. I'm the only I'm the only boss around here. I am the HNIC.
That head nigga in charge.
He goes, there any other questions? And all the teachers don't say anything. He fucking storms out and security follows him.
It'd be really funny if at the end of the meeting he was like, excuse me, sir, the school you wanted to go to is actually next door. This is a different school.
So this is West Side High.
Yeah.
He's like, oh. You know what? You're goddamn right.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, get your school together. This place looks like shit. So a white dude looks over at the black lady vice principal.
Right.
He goes, HNIC. And she's like, oh, head nigga in charge. And he's like, oh. He's like, well, all right. So all the kids are in the auditorium, bro. And I mean, like, teachers are making certain kids go on the stage. So like, you know, Sam's, you know, this kid on the stage, you know, you on stage. They're like, man, what the fuck I on stage? Like, just get on the stage. All the other kids, bro, motherfuckers smoke weed, motherfuckers smoke cigarettes. I'm talking about just in the auditorium, just, you know what I mean? Just high as fuck. And so Clark walks in, and he's like, you know, he's just looking around. In the mid-straight party, people got music blasting. Everybody's turned up. Motherfuckers dancing on stage. Motherfuckers rapping on the mic on stage. You know what I mean? You see kids just going wild. He goes up to the vice principal. He's like, Miss Levias, is it like this always? And then she's like, yep. He gets fucking mad. He walks up. As he's walking to the stage, a sweet girl. By the way, you'd recognize this girl. I don't know her name, but y'all watch The Cosby Show.
Okay.
She's one of, remember when Pam, the cousin, comes and starts living with him at The Cosby Show? You remember Pam?
I remember Pam, but that's
think
only
so.
because we started watching it recently at our place.
Yeah, we did. And Pam comes in the later seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
maybe, yeah.
Anyway, it's one of this bitch's friends. Also, she's been in another movie we've done too. I just can't think of it right now. But you'd be like, oh, it's the black girl from these things that I know her from. I don't know her name. I don't know her name, but I know you looked it up and you're right. Good job, buddy. Ben on the motherfucking keys, guys. Ben Avery. Fucking man, dog. But speak again, I'll fucking throw something else. You said something else? I swear to fucking God, dude. All right? I'm sorry. I don't even know. I feel bad.
HNIC.
It's true, you are the HNIC.
God, we need a mic on Ben. Oh, there's a mic over there. Fuck yeah. Somebody caught that. But don't say nigga again. You ain't slick. You ain't slick, dog.
Ease this bitch on in there real quick.
HNIC, right there. Yeah. Okay, I see you. So Bill goes up to the stage, takes the mic. Settle down now. Settle down. Boys and girls, quiet. Quiet, goddammit, settle down. And everybody's just talking. Nobody's just paying attention to him. And he goes, I am your principal, Joe Clark. Quiet. I want you to listen. He's like screaming at him. Everybody's just still talking. He's like, there will be no more smoking in this school. Put it out. Put it out. He's telling people to put it out. And some people are putting it out. Other people are just like staring at him like, man, whatever, motherfucker. Yeah. You know, and he goes, all right, everyone, quiet. Okay, I need all the students on stage to sing our school song. Go ahead. And they all go, everybody starts laughing. Like, motherfucker, fuck you. You see the Sam's kid, like the guy starts playing the song on the piano. Right. And the fat kid, you know, he's like, suck my dick. And he goes, Mr. Clark just kind of looks at him like, all right, you know? And he goes, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Everybody gets quiet. He goes, everyone, take a good look at the people behind me. They have been here for some 5 years now, most of them. They have done nothing. They are drug dealers and users. But times are about to change. You will not be bothered by people like this anymore in Joe Clark School. And since they can't graduate, you are all expurgated. And then everybody's like, what?
Yeah.
It means dismissed. Get out of here. I wish you all the best. Mr. Wright, get him out. And you can see all of them like, wait a minute. Wait, what? Man, fuck you. And the niggas try to fight. Like, it's like 30, like them CIA securities, they just pushing them all out. And they like, people are scuffling on stage. Fuck you, man. I'm gonna fucking see you. I'm gonna come see you, Mr. Clark. You know what I mean? All that shit. Yeah, they say, hey, man, fuck you. It is. Fuck you, motherfucker. They push them all out. Now the auditorium is quiet. Because everybody in that bitch now is like,
Oh.
shit.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's like, nigga, I talk some shit, but I ain't trying to get kicked out of school.
Yeah,
Like,
they just saw a mass execution, pretty
oh, but we
much.
talking like 300 kids.
Yeah.
That's how I was at Auburn, like my freshman year. But
No.
the year before that, oh man, Gene Chisholm came in that bitch and got really anybody that was acting foolish out there.
Bro, Chisholm wasn't playing.
Damn. Well,
Not
that's...
bullshit.
That's why y'all won a
And
national
then you won a
championship.
national championship, so...
When he did it, when Chisholm came in, fucking new regime, new order, I'm getting rid of this shit. Were you with it or not with it? Your opinion.
I didn't give a fuck.
You didn't give a fuck.
18 years old. I'm finna start. Come on.
Yeah.
You like, whatever you say.
Whatever, nigga. I let him do my thing. Cool.
Yeah, you were a starting freshman. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
Play football. That's
Yeah,
all we
exactly.
did,
Worry about some
nigga.
niggas like, man, Darren, this ain't fair. It's like, yeah, but nigga, you are third string.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you see fair.
Yeah. Also, don't sell drugs on school campus. Yeah, that's also fair.
Well, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that, so...
You can't do that. It's hard.
That's funny
Tried,
that
they failed.
It's funny that the people that he kicked out clearly didn't care about being in school, but the second they were kicked out, they're like, wait,
They was
what?
hot. Like, yeah,
That's
yeah,
it. When
what?
people hot was just saying, people hot, like, bro, what the fuck? Or
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying like, nigga, you selling drugs at school.
Yeah.
If you in high school, nigga, you 19, 20 now.
Yeah,
Damn near.
grow up, bro. Grow up. Anyway, that's super depressing reality. Though.
Yeah. That's our segment, Inside Auburn. That's our by Daren
Inside
Bates.
Auburn, the drug game. I was like, wait, what? So he looks at it's quiet in the auditorium. He looks at the student. He's like, next time, it may be you. And it gets even quieter. He's like, so you say, you better do better. And if you don't, it will be you next time. Like looking at him. He said, they said this school is dead, but our team is called the Ghosts. So he points up to the thing. It's East Side Ghosts, right? He goes,
Ghosts?
Spirits. Ghosts.
Okay.
Spirits that rise from the dead. You will be my ghosts. You will lead our resurrection. And if you don't succeed, don't blame your parents. Don't blame the white man. The responsibility is yours. And he tells them how they got test scores coming up. And they have to get a 75%, period. Right? He goes, but I want you to forget that. It ain't about the scores. If you do not have the basic skills you need, you will be locked out of the American dream you want so bad. You will have nothing. You know? And then he looks at him, he goes, I am Joe Clark. You are here to learn. You are here to understand. Welcome to the new East Side High. And he just walks off. Silence. Everybody in the cafeteria is just looking at each other like, what the fuck? We were just smoking weed. Imagine being high as shit hearing that too. You're like, nigga, I'm high as shit.
Yeah.
I'm 15.
I was damn near think I'm tripping. That just really happened.
Yo, yeah, I would be like, bro, that nigga did not just come in and kick out 300 people and yell at us.
Yeah.
I was literally smoking weed before he walked in here. I had a blunt lit up, bro. And now I'm nervous as shit. That would be terrifying,
Oh,
dog.
God, yeah,
Because
you're
in your
right.
hands still, you'll probably be like,
Oh, fuck.
Hey, hold it. Hey, this dude's serious, bro. This dude is dead serious. So at night, he's at a parent, like all the parents of the kids he kicked out, obviously, now they're at the school. And they're all pissed. I mean, they're yelling. He's sitting up at the front. You know, there's, how dare you? Who do you think you are? You can't kick my kid out of school. You know, who's supposed to watch me? You just hear all these people yelling, right? And then the parents scream how their kids aren't criminals and all this shit. And then he goes, like this one lady stands up and she says everything. How, you know, you see that my kid is smart, and you said my kid's a drug dealer, and you said he has no chance, and I heard you even insulted the black football coach and demoted him. How dare you? You know? And you see some of the parents are on her side, and some of the parents are like, we agree with Joe. You know what I mean? Fuck, your kid sucks. Your kid fucking sold crack. Fuck him.
Yeah.
And then Joe gets up and he goes, one bad apple. One spoils the bunch. And the lady goes, my son ain't no bad apple. And he goes, rotten to the core.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Yo, man.
Jesus Christ.
Also the quickness.
God damn.
Rotten to the core. Like, ooh, bitch. Hit you with the entendre.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for the entendre. You know, and then he goes, but you're right, Miss Barrett. This is a war. A war to save the other students. You know, and he goes, but what you can do, if you want to help your kid and change his life, you sit with him. Make your kid study at night. maybe get off welfare. And she gets up and she's like, oh, hey, don't talk to me about welfare. How dare you? And then he keeps going off, well, you need it, don't you? He's going off, dog.
Hey, you know, niggas today ain't don't be giving a fuck sometimes. Whatever.
Bro.
Old head, they got power.
Old head like that? Yeah, old black man like that, bro.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, bro, they gave me too much power, dog. Like, luckily, he is using it for good.
Yeah,
he is using it for good, but they did get a nigga too much
They'll be the
power.
type of nigga be funny.
He
as
does-
hell,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Oh, my God.
I will say this. He does sound like the guy who is now yelling about how the media is always fucking Trump. It sounds like the same level of intensity.
And
and
yelling.
Yeah.
He's mad.
Yeah.
Joe Clark's mad, bro.
Yeah.
So he goes, when I got this job offer, I saw lightning. I heard the thunder. And then the black lady stands up, we are not in church, Joe Clark. And he goes, I fell to my knees. And Preach, Joe! Preach, Joe! And I cried, dear God, why have thou forsaken me? And she's like, you're not in church. And he said, you know what the Lord said? He said, Joe, you ain't no good. And I was like, oh, Joe, you ain't no good.
What the fuck is happening?
Performing?
yeah, right?
Joe, unless you do whatever you have to, you ain't no good. And he didn't say, Joe, be polite. And I gave my word to God. And that's why I threw those bastards out. And everybody stands up. Yeah! And that's all I'm going to say. And he storms out. And the mom is like, and it zooms in on her face like, and she's like, you fucked with the wrong bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it zooms in on her to let you know, like,
Hey.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, oh, it's like that? All right, motherfucker, I don't raise my kid, but I got enough time. I don't raise my kid, so I have the time to fuck with you, because I don't know what he's doing. He's a drug dealer. So the next morning, he pulls up 6 in the morning. You know, he's at the school. First one there is bright and early. The Sam's kid is sitting on right on his parking lot spot, just waiting for him. And he's just kind of like, what now? He pulls in, and he goes, Mr. Clark? He goes, yes? He goes, I wanted to talk about the kids yesterday that you kicked out. He goes, what about them? Well, Mr. Clark, I was one of them, but you made a mistake. Mistake, huh? What's your name? He goes to the paper. He's like, Sam's, Thomas Sam's. Sam's, freshman right here, cutting class and smoking crack. That's you, right? He goes, no, sir, it wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. It wasn't you. No, sir, it wasn't me. You think I'm stupid, don't you, son? No, sir. Trying to con a con man. Yo, Morgan Freeman's that nigga. When he talks, it's like, if you were a kid, you would be like, who the fuck is this?
What the fuck is going
He goes,
on?
come with me. And he snatches him. He's like, what? And he takes him all the way up to the roof, right? And he goes, what are you doing? What's up here? Why you got me up here? And he goes, now, did you tell your father I threw you out? And the kid doesn't say anything. He goes, look at me, damn it. Did you tell your father? No, sir. Why? Are you afraid? He goes, he don't live with us, sir. He goes, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to feel sorry for you, huh? I'm supposed to care that your daddy ain't there. I'm going, damn, dude.
That nigga don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah, maybe back up a little bit.
Yeah, my God.
And he goes,
And this, hold on, this still day 1 or day 2?
but niggas, day 2. We didn't even movie 10 minutes in. So, he goes, please let me back, Mr. Clark. And he goes, I can't go home and tell my mom I'm kicked out. He goes, why, Sam? He goes, why? He goes, I'm going to do better, I promise. He goes, how? How are you going to do better? I'm going to do my work and I'm going to stay out of trouble. Now, why should I believe you? Because I changed my ways. I don't believe you, Sams. Now, go on and jump off the roof. Jump off. What? Jump off, I said. Do it. I don't want to. Well, you smoke crack, don't you?
Wait a minute.
He goes, you smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. And he looks up. Don't you smoke crack? Yes, sir, I smoke crack. Well, then jump. Well, I don't want to. Well, you might as well, because you're killing yourself. You know what crack does? It kills your brain cells, son. It kills your brain cells. So jump off the roof. Do it now. And he's like, I want to do better. I don't want to do better. He goes, okay, Sam, I'll tell you what. Just this once, I'll go back on my own word. I'll let you back into school. Because you're still a baby. You don't know shit.
Jesus.
He said, I will be on your case every second of every day, Sam. You hear me? You mess up just once, you're out of here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, go on off. He walks off, and then camera stays on Morgan Freeman, and he's like, he feels, bro, that motherfucking act, fool, because he goes straight from that to like, you can tell he's like, oh, fucking goddamn it, I hate this job. Yeah. I don't have to, but I mean, what else do you say to a crackhead?
Yeah,
What else do you
I
say?
guess
Can't be
how.
nice. This nigga smokes crack, bro, not weed.
And he's 14.
And he's 14. Could you imagine the high?
Oh Oh shit!
Yo, boy, I thought you just learned how to bust a nut and you smoking crack.
Yeah, it's
that's
like,
a lot.
it's like, kid, you're not really gonna feel anything better than this for the rest of your life. But trust me, we gotta get you off of this.
Oh, so at lunch, he's going to the cafeteria and he's talking to all the kids. And he's just helping one by one. He's helping people with their problems, right? And he's in everyone's business. He knows everyone's name. You tell he's one of them kind of motherfuckers. Knows everyone's name. Knows who's dating who. Just in everyone's business and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, he's talking to the class president about his plans, what he should be doing. Like he's going through just talking to every single person, right? And then he sees Sam's. He gets on Sam's. Come on, Sam's, dress up, look better. He's just on Sam's head. He makes everyone get quiet. He goes, he grabs Sam's, he makes him stand up. He goes, I want you to look at this sloppy boy here. Of course, all the kids start dying.
Yeah.
He goes, look at him. He's disgusting. He's fat. He's gross.
Yeah.
And Sam just puts his hand over his face. And he goes, all right, Sam's, I want you to stand up. You and Sam's and his crew, like his homies, stand up, right? I want you guys to sing the school song. Let's hear it. And then they all go, fuck. Fair East Side. East Side. And then right when he stops, he turns around, and the Darnell teacher, the black dude, he's reaching down to grab some trash. He goes, Mr. Darnell, why are you moving? I said nobody moves during the school song. Didn't I say that? Wait, you did say that earlier. I didn't say that.
Okay,
He
okay.
says that. and Mr. Darnell's like, I was picking up trash. God damn it, Darnell, meet me in my office. And he's like, what? In my office. And then the dude's like, what the fuck? And he turns around and he walks off. Sam, school song. And he's like, God damn it. And because they don't know it, right? He goes, from now on, everyone will know the school song. That's the period, right? And he storms off. And he goes, if you don't know the school song, you will be suspended. He storms off and goes down the hallway. He storms into the choir class. And they're in the middle of class. Like it's a white lady and she's teaching, like they're singing like, like that shit.
Yeah.
And
Some white stuff.
Yeah, white shit. And
Yeah.
she's and then he goes, Miss Elliott, stop. And she goes, Mr. Clark, can I help you? He goes, the school song. That's all you're gonna be teaching. Every student will know the school song, period. And she goes, okay. All right, kids, back to our lesson. And then he goes, Mrs. Elliott, can I see you in the hallway? And she goes, and she turns around to the black lady, her assistant. He goes, Miss Powers, can you get them on board? We are not going to go to New York with this kind of behavior, guys. We need to sing better. And she goes out like it's not a big deal, like kind of brushing the nigga off. You know what I'm saying? And right when she closes the door, he goes, Mrs. Elliott, I do not like being ignored. And she goes, I am teaching a course. He goes, I don't care about that goddamn course. What about the school song? And she goes, the school song, Mr. Clark, I'm teaching Mozart, real music. And then she goes to turn around and walk back into the class. And he opens the door. He goes, who do you think you're talking to, Miss Elliott? And she turns like, what? Which I love because she's a white woman. It is awesome. It's awesome to see a nigga talk to this woman like that.
Yeah.
As you can see.
Yeah, very rarely does a white woman get put in her place. So this is nice.
Well, she didn't do anything wrong. I will, if I'm being honest, if you watch this video, you're not like this fucking bitch deserves it. You're like, I mean, she was just doing her job. Literally, she teaches choir.
That's funny.
It's Mozart, bro. Yeah, they're probably gonna sing it.
That's funny.
So, he goes, who do you think you're talking to? And she's like, a man who has a child, I guess. And and she goes, I would love to have a chat with you, Mr. Clark, but we have a concert in New York for a few days, and we need to be prepared. And he goes, what? And she goes, prepared. You don't know what that word means? To get ready, to be like, she says all the definitions for it, right? And he goes, well, it's canceled. And she goes, what? He goes, canceled. You don't know what it means? Terminator, not gonna do it.
Oh, your head, bitch.
Right? I was like, bro, this nigga is too quick with the comeback.
Dude, he's got bars, son.
Bars,
He's
bro.
got bars.
And then she goes, sir, you are a bully. He goes, oh, I'm a bully? Well, you're fired. Get out. And she goes, what? Out right now. Get out of my school. And she's like, well, you'll hear from my lawyer. And he just storms off. Like, bitch,
Dang.
get him.
Yeah.
So bro, the camera, this is what I love about this scene. So we go from, I should mention this. We go from, remember how he was yelling in the cafeteria about Sam's and they don't know the song, right? Camera follows him, it's one shot, storms all the way into that. We see that whole scene. He now storms out. He storms back into his office where Darnell is. This is all one shot.
Okay.
Darnell, so this nigga's been on a warpath.
Yeah.
Destruction
Bro,
shit.
clearly, bro. So this nigga goes
Day
up,
2. Day 2.
Right, damn.
Day 2.
So he storms into his office, right? And then he starts immediately going off on the teacher. Mr. Darnell, didn't I say don't move during the goddamn song? He goes, man, what are you trying to prove? I took the demotion. I let you treat me like trash. What else do you want from me? And then he goes, God damn it, I want you to do better. He's like, man, you gotta show me some respect. And Mr. Clark looks at him. He's like, you will give me some respect, Mr. Clark, or I will kick your black ass. And he goes, well, that's it, Darnell. You're suspended. And he looks at him, he's like, get out, out. And he's like, ah, and he throws the fucking his desk, right? And then he gets on Mr. Clark's face, and Mr. Clark like looks him up and down, and he's like, like, you know, he gonna cry in the car, kind of walk. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that
Hey,
nigga's
if
gonna
you
cry.
flip the desk, you might well be ready to fight.
He ready, if you flip my
might
he's
well
ready.
go
He's
ahead
like, man, I think
fight.
he might hit me first.
Yeah, like-
I don't know what's gonna happen right now. I should put my hands up probably.
At least.
So Joe doesn't even let it bother. Like, dude flips his desk, storms out. He immediately, boom, flips his desk star up, starts picking up all the papers, putting them in, acting like nothing. You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? Right then, the vice principal comes in. She's like, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Mr. Darnell's suspended." And she goes, "You can't do that." He goes, "Well, I'll recommend it. God damn it, give me the forms." And she's like, "But he teaches English. It's bigger than just football. We need an English teacher." And she goes, "How do you think you're doing any good?" She goes, "What?" She goes, "Nobody even knows what you're doing." And he goes, "That's the way I like it, God damn it." And he storms off. And she's just like, "What the fuck?" So the next day, the students get their practice exams, right? Like a practice exam
For that
the
test.
for the
Yeah.
big test, right? And you see him walking through, and he's looking at the questions. And the questions are like, my nigga, what goes with breakfast? Orange juice, a brick, a jacket with 30 gold chains. And the motherfucker get gold chains. So like twice.
My type of guy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It does go well with a bowl of OJ.
A bowl of OJ. Yeah, bro, I don't think you're passing that test.
I think I got coronavirus. I said a bowl of OJ.
Sick motherfucker. Orange juice in the bowl.
Bro, that's the most gross. Nigga, who the fuck is putting orange juice in the bowl?
imagine,
That
like,
nigga is psychotic.
Gross ass nigga, dog. Oh, shit. Orange juice in a bowl? I feel like it's already hot. Right when it touches the bowl, it's hot. No way it's cold.
You gonna treat that bitch like a cat.
It's fucking but you know how sharp orange juice is the only drink that's sharp. It's the only drink that has like a pointiness to it. You can't drink it from a bowl, bro. You cut yourself. God damn it. Guys, we gotta do this fucking thing. We are not even 10 minutes in.
We're on day 3.
Not there yet.
Okay.
No, we are on day 3. Got the practice exams.
Okay.
So, they're fucking up. Time passes, right? Days pass. He gets pissed at the vice principal. He's yelling at her because where are the practice test results? They should be in by now. Right then, a guy comes up and goes, "Hey, Mr. Clark, some guy's beating up Kid Ray." He goes, "What?" And he runs, and it's this white dude who's like clearly like a drug dealer too, and he's getting his ass beat by the drug dealer earlier who was like, "I'm gonna see you, Mr. Clark. I'm gonna see you." That dude's beating this white dude's ass, fucking him up. Mr. Clark runs up, and he's like, "Hey, get out of my school!" And he's like, "Oh, I was waiting for you, Mr. Clark." Shing, knife, because it's 1989.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's shooting anybody. Definitely not. Yeah. This is how you got down back then.
And that would be your great granddad at night too.
You
passed down through generations.
That was definitely his great granddad's knife.
Yeah.
No way it was.
Some knife that was in the war.
So Mr. Clark's like, "Okay, come on, boy," and he fucks him up. Fucking blocks it, hits him with the right.
Jesus.
Niggas know MMA too.
Yeah, man. Blocked a knife.
Yeah.
God damn.
Niggas too cold.
Niggas too cold. Mr. Clark from Leno. Oh, we're talking about Wolverine? No. So, he, bro, what is going on? I don't know what this podcast is about. So, he stops that, and then he looks at, one of his security. He goes, "How the hell did they get in here? How the hell did that boy get in here?" And he goes, "Someone must have let him in from the inside." He goes, "From now on, lock the doors. Chains on all the doors, all of them." And so they show all the security chaining up every single door.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
When you see
so-
it, you're like, man, I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. This guy's declaring martial law
That's
over
what I'm
here.
saying.
Jesus Christ.
Every door is chained up but the fucking front door.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, the girl from the Cosby Show, she comes and visits Mr. Clark. She's bawling, crying. And she's yelling about how she has no place to live. And he's like, "What?" And she's like, "My mom don't want me no more. She kicked me out." And he goes, "God damn it, you let me handle that." So he gets the vice principal, and they go to her house.
Making house calls now.
I mean, if this kind of kids, though, it's
Back
like,
in them days, hell yeah.
yeah, what was he? He's like,
Yeah.
man, either this girl's gonna be out of school, or
Right.
I can help. I can try at least.
But like these days, they just call you. I call them on
they
the
don't
phone,
say-
the text message, email,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
she's
shit.
like, hey,
yeah.
your kid said you don't
Yeah.
want him anymore. We're just double checking.
Yeah.
Get
You
back
wanna
to
take
us.
them or
Yeah.
either way, let us know.
Let us either way, just get us back to us when you can. God bless. Eastside High. Rhonda from accounting. So Kashina, she's crying and they're like, why don't you want? They're talking to her mom. They're like, why don't you want your daughter no more? The mom starts crying. She's like, I had her when I was 15, and I just didn't want her to see me living like this no more. You can tell she's like drug addict. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
house is nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. Clark's like, well, how about this? If we helped you find a job, maybe a better place, would that help at all? Could we at least keep Kadisha in school? Kashina in school. She's like, she starts crying. And then he's like, look, I don't think she's going to make it without you. And the mom's like, okay, we can try. So he goes to and meets like the other black dude, right? The superintendent guy. And the asshole mom is there. She's leaving. And he's like, you tell they just had a meeting. He's like, he walks in. He's like, no, what's that about? And then the fucking superintendent shows him the paper. And in the paper, it's a picture of him fighting the fucking. Somebody got a snapshot of it.
Damn.
Him knocked it out of fucking kid. That would be
Damn.
front page news.
That'd be front page news. And a lot of Instagram likes now.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Well, first off, he would be viral as.
yeah.
My, they would have it on video. It wouldn't be a picture.
Oh,
yeah.
It'd be a principal with the motherfucker. First, everybody would be like, where did you get that knife?
Yeah.
That motherfucker pull out a switchblade? What
Yeah.
the fuck is that?
It's 2020. Shoot up the school like a normal person.
Why didn't he have an AK? Yeah. He came with a switchblade? You laying, man? Oh, laying, man. You about a switchblade?
He got a little blade,
1980s ass.
little butter knife, man.
Butter knife, man. See other kids that shoot up the AK. Bet you want one of these, no man.
Pick up my shells, bitch.
You broke, bitch. Talking about broke. Like, bro, what? I don't think it's a money issue. So he's talking to the dude, right? And he shows him the picture. And he's like, everyone's calling you crazy because on the headline it says Crazy Joe, right? And he goes, the teachers want to walk out. And he goes, well, let them walk out. He goes, the firefighter said you put chains on the door. You can't do that. He goes, and also the welfare comments to the parents. He goes, some of them need it. And he's like, oh man, look, come on. He tries to argue with him, and the superintendent's like, nigga, can you just keep quiet? God damn it, you're alienating everybody. Your wife left you? You see what I'm like, all right, nigga, okay. I thought we was talking work.
Personal,
I know we can argue work, but why you gotta?
Your wife left you. Your breath stinks.
What the fuck? What? Hold on, damn, bro. We're talking about the paper. So he goes, you suspended Darnell, a good young black teacher. You're gonna reinstate that man, and you will do it now. And he's like, oh, God damn it, all right. And he goes, and Miss Elliott, you lost the goddamn best teacher we had. And he goes, and he goes, look, it's not about Miss Elliott. He goes, she's in there teaching goddamn Mozart. These kids can't get a job with that shit. Most of these kids, he starts preaching about like where these black kids are. He's like, they don't need fucking Mozart. They need real shit that's gonna help them in their lives. They need to know how to do math. They need to know how to read.
That's fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have time for this shit.
Right.
And he goes, these kids aren't gonna be able to get a job. And he goes, I don't give a damn. You know we all have work to do. You know we all have higher ups. You will write a formal apology. And he's like, motherfucker, I'm not doing it. He's like, you will, and you will get used to it. Contrary to popular opinion, I'm the head nigga in charge around here. Like backs up like, oh shit. And then he's like, and he storms out, right? And then Morgan Freeman's sitting there. And then the dude comes back in the room and he's like, let's get some dinner. And Morgan Freeman's like, you think you bad, huh? And then they laugh and then they walk off, right? So the next day, Darnell's back and he's talking to the fire chief. Fire chief's trying to come to school. He ain't letting him. You know what I'm saying? And then Joe comes out with a baseball bat. And the fire chief's like, what the hell's that for? He's like, well, they called me Crazy Joe. Now they can call me Batman. One of the greatest lines in movie history, nigga. What the fuck? First off, 1989. So technically, this is the first Batman movie.
Oh, okay.
Technically.
Okay.
If we're going off technicality. And then the fire chief's like, you're nuts. I'll be back, Clark. Don't you worry. I'll be back. And then he looks at Darnell. He's like, Darnell, thanks for not letting him in. Darnell's like, thanks for having me back. You know what I mean? They smile. So right then, the vice principal comes up. And she gets mad at him, right? She's going off. And so she's going off about like the fire chief and, you know, like, oh my God, you can't throw him out. He's going to come back, all this shit. And he goes, Miss Levias, that's not what I want from you. Where are the goddamn test scores? That's your job. Give me the goddamn test scores when I ask for them. That's what I need. And she's just like, God damn, you know what I mean? So right then he's walking down the hallway. He sees the kid Ray, the white kid who was getting his ass beat, who's a drug dealer, you know? And he goes, Kid Ray, come here. He said, oh, what's up, Mr. Clark? I was just looking for you. He goes, hey, what was that fight for? He goes, you're dealing drugs in my school, son. And the kid looks at him. He goes, Mr. Clark, I ain't trying to get into that. I just came to say, you know, I respect you, I liked you, and I just want to say goodbye. Thank you for everything. He goes, what? And he offers his hand. Mr. Clark's like, he shakes it. He's like, you dropping out on me, Kid Ray? He's like, oh, I'm not dropping out, I'm just moving on. He's like, you'll be dead in a year.
Dang.
And the white dude kind of like, he's like, do you hear me, son? You will be dead in a year. And he like, the kid almost starts crying. He's like, I gotta go, Mr. Clark. And he turns around and he just walks off. Mr. Clark, and the kid kind of just fades away. Which is, like, you know, I'm pretty much like, damn, that kid for sure died.
Oh,
Got
damn.
his ass beat already. Like, first, hey, bro, get out the drug game.
Yeah.
Clearly, you're not ready.
You're not meant for it.
You know what I'm saying? So Sam's walking down the hallway with his boys, right? And they sneak into the bathroom because they see Mr. Clark come in. Mr. Clark sees him. He's like, Sam, come here. And he follows him in the bathroom. He goes, my little songbirds from the cafeteria. Well, I'm sure you learned the song by now. And if you don't get it right, you're suspended. 10 days, all of you. Now let me hear it. And they're like, fuck, man. He's like, okay, fellas, let me hear it. And then one guy goes, fairy side. And then his homie hits him like, bro. And he's like, what? Say it. And they stop and they look at each other and they're like, fairy side. And then the other niggas kick in like boys to men. Fairy side high. We praise thy name, praise thy name, praise thy name. And Mr. Clark's like, what the fuck? And then he stops. He's like, stop, shut up, all of them. He's like, Sam, who taught you this song? He doesn't say anything. He's like, speak up. And he's like, oh, man, Miss Powers taught us. He's like, come with me, all of you. And he grabs them and they storm into the choir room again, right? And Miss Powers in there teaching the song to the class. And he busts in, he's like, and she looks over and she gets immediately like, oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. And he goes, Miss Powers, did you change the school song? And she's like, sir, look, they thought the original song was a little boring. And he goes, I have never heard anything like that in my life. A little boring? Did I authorize that change? And she starts like damn near crying. She's like, no, sir, you didn't. And he goes, everyone, you will learn the new song Miss Powers taught in English and in Spanish. Miss Powers, you just rewrote our alma mater. And all the kids are like, ah! And she's like,
Nigga, that bitch about to start looking like North Korea for a second.
yeah, like, oh, God, what's wrong with you? Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah, this is a lot. Yeah, I was gonna say.
So he walks out all happy, right? And he's smiling. And the other teachers are looking at him like, damn, Mr. Clark's smiling. Like, he's happy. You know what I'm saying? So the vice principal right there, she comes up and she goes, Mr. Clark, the results. And he's like, he's all happy. You know, he's in a good mood. He opens up the results. They scored a 33.
They scored 75?
They needed 75.
Okay.
So 33. He looks at her. He goes, I had to wait all this time for this, huh? Now when I say something, go do something. Why don't you go get it your goddamn self? And he throws it. And then she's just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, fuck you. You said bowl of orange juice. Yeah, that
So he calls a meeting with all the teachers. And he makes the first 3 rows of them step forward, right? So it's like 30 of them. And he tells all the teachers, you know, they're going to be doing extra tutoring. We're going to go to their homes. We're going to talk to their folks. If their folks can't read, we're going to invite their fucking folks in to come learn how to read. I'm sick of this. We're putting an end to it. We will get involved. So he goes, everyone standing over here, I want you to put your hands up above your head. He goes, you people represent the 70% of the students who fail. It is not their failure, it's yours. Now, how many of you did any extra work, huh? He said, it's because of you, your students will end up like this, but instead of looking at me, they will be staring down the barrel of a gun. And they all like, fuck, you know, which is true. Mm-hmm. He wasn't wrong on that one. Montage starts.
Ooh, montage.
Your favorite.
Oh,
We
montage
know
time,
it's
baby.
not- We know we love it. Okay, fuck him. Come
Yeah.
Montage.
Hey, if you hear like happy music and the kids are all making shirts and posters and they're counting down the days until the test, right? Mm-hmm. the teachers are all, you see, like, teachers are applying themselves. Everybody, like, it's just a montage of, like, motherfuckers, like, all right, let's buckle down. You know? So you see Mr. Clark walking through the halls. He loves it. You know, you see the one girl, the crackhead mom lady. She's helping her mom. I mean, she's helping her daughter study. That's good.
Right.
Looks like she hadn't done crack in a couple days. We also see her. We see that girl. She joins the tutoring program and she gets partnered up with the class president, who's like a cute dude. You know what I'm saying? So she's all like, they start flirting and shit. So this is all during the montage. And then we see at gym class, everybody's having fun, everybody's having a good time. One kid's doing a Mr. Clark impression, right? He's killing it and everybody's laughing. And then you hear Clarence, what are you doing, boy? And everybody stops. He's like, fuck. He's like, huh? Was that me? You doing me, son? And he's like, Mr. Clark, it was just, he goes, you report to my office. Suspended. And he goes, oh, Mr. Clark, I was just fooling around. He goes, gotcha, me too. And everybody's like, oh, Mr. Clark's funny now. So he starts like doing double dutch jump rope with him and shit. And like, everybody's loving him. Mr. Clark, Mr. Clark. Because that is how that works, bro. If you a tyrant and everybody's scared of you, and then you nice.
And then you start double dutching with them?
Bro, if Kim Jong-un was double dutching with niggas, it would change everything.
His whole like outlook.
Everybody be like, bro, you see him double dutching though? He was hitting them with the fucking 1-2. So, if you listen to this show, you're gonna get sick, bro. Put some disinfectant on your ears, my nigga, because this podcast is nasty. So the bad mom is talking to the mayor. All right, the asshole mom.
Right.
And she's still pissed, and she's saying how he needs to be stopped, and you need the fire chief needs to get those chains off the doors. Like you can get him on that. There's no way he can be allowed to have that, and how illegal it is. And then the guy's like, "What do you want me to do, man? I'm trying to, the mayor's like, we're trying to get him. It's hard, he's got a system planned or whatever." And then she goes, "I want Clark." And then he goes, "Okay, I'll do what I can." And she goes, "I know why you like people like Clark, Mr. Mayor." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "He's a guard dog. Keeps us regular blacks in line, And it's like, well, why don't you go talk to your son?
Your son is still dealing drugs.
Yeah, before you fucking start dealing out advice. She goes, "You want to get reelected? You point me to the board so we can get him out of here, and maybe we'll vote for you. If not, I will organize like you won't believe, and I'll make sure you're not reelected again." How does that sound? Because I know you want that reelection. He's like looking at her like, God damn it. She's like, "You need the black vote." And he's like, And then she goes, he goes, "All right, if I do this, if I stick the fire chief on him, you come out for me publicly and vote for me." And she's like, "You got it." They shake hands. So the mayor is talking to the fire chief in the bathroom, right? And they're talking about how that fucking bitch, God, she sucks. You know what I mean? And they're like, not even being racist. They're just like, man, what a bitch, man. She just won't leave the guy alone. It's not even that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Clearly the kid's starting to like him.
But the fire chief is like, I don't like him. Let's go get him. I'm sick of this motherfucker. So the mayor, he looks down and he checks like under the stall's feet to make sure nobody's there. And then he's like, all right, this is what we're going to do. And he says his plan, how we're going to, wait a couple of days, let him get comfortable right before the test comes. Then we get him when he thinks he's, whoop-de-whoop. So they walk out the bathroom, camera pans in, you see a motherfucker in the stall with his feet up like, oh, and it's like one of Joe Clark's boys. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he tells Clark like what the mayor's plan is, and Joe Clark's like, oh, okay. And he keeps he's telling him how, as he's telling him all this, he's still walking and helping all the kids in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? And he's telling them how like he tells like the teachers how they get it all together. He tells them how the mayor's coming and they're trying to catch us with the chains on the door. So this is what we're gonna do. If you see the fire chief at any point, you stop him at the front gates. You do not let him into our school. You call code 10 on your walkie-talkies. Everybody has walkie-talkies. Everybody has their assigned door that they're gonna run to and unlock the chains. This is crazy that this really fucking happened. Because I'm saying all this shit, and then we really think like, well, this happened? It's like, bro, this happened.
I forgot this is a true story.
This is fucking a true story, dog.
Yeah, this is not fake.
This is not fake. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not talking. You know what I mean? This happened. This is a life.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And so he's like, hey, you're going to run to your assigned door. You're going to get those motherfucking chains. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, all right, and then, so they all go, he goes, we will be prepared, blah, blah, blah. And then right then, the vice principal asks like for something. She's like, "Oh, but what about this situation?" And he goes, "Miss Levias, goddammit, can you do one thing without me? Without my goddamn help? You're the vice principal. Get some work done." And she's just like, also, Miss Levias can get it. I should mention that too. So don't yell at this lady. She can get it.
Yeah, he been on head.
Bro, he been on. And everybody when we watch the movie, like, bro, he is on this lady's ass.
Yeah.
God,
he ain't been nice to her now.
No, not one time.
That thing.
So that night, she comes up to him. like as they're all leaving, right, Miss Levias, she's like, "Can I talk to you?" And then, right then he's like, "What do you want, Miss Levias?" He's like, she just starts going off about how you treat me like shit. I've done everything I can do. I just try to help, and always you just don't even listen to me. And then he's like, "I'm not listening to this," and he goes to leave, and she's like, "You will listen. God damn it, Mr. Clark, you will stand there and you will listen to me for once."
Finally.
Yeah, he turns around, and bro, this nigga told me, he turns like, "What? Well, what do you want then, Miss Levias?" Like, damn, bro, let her breathe. And she goes, "Everyone here may not like you, but we all applaud you. We at least applaud you. Everybody loves your efforts. And you just step on our necks. You beat us up, and we're the ones cheering for you." She goes, "All we want is just a thank you. When we do something, just applaud us. Say thank you. Good job. Fucking anything." She's going off. And then she's like, "We're a part of these kids' lives too." And she goes, "You're thoughtless. You're cruel. And I'm sick of it." And she storms off. So the next day, Joe's in the auditorium. And he's giving a speech to all the kids. And Miss Levias is in the back of the room. And all the kids are in the auditorium. And he says, "They say you kids are inferior." And all the kids, "Boo, boo." "They say you're niggas. You spicks. You're white trash. Boo, boo, we're not." "They say you can't learn. I want all the white kids to stand up right now. All of it, stand up." And you see like 100, 200 white kids stand up. He goes, "I want everybody else to look at them. They are the same as you. They can't leave or they would have." He's like, "They are just like the rest of us. Are you getting my point, people? We are together in this." And everybody's like, "Yeah. We sink, we swim. We rise, we fall together." He's like, "It took the help of a great friend to get me to understand that last night. And I am eternally grateful for her. Eternally grateful." And he looks at Miss Levias and she's like, "Thank you, nigga. God damn."
It's good leadership, though.
It is good leadership.
You listen to your underlings.
So he goes, we have like, blah, blah, blah. He goes, "You are not inferior. You are not stupid. And in 1 hour, when you take that test, you can pass it and you are going to win and prove them all wrong." And then everybody just goes fucking nuts. And then he gives the mic to Miss Powers. And Miss Powers takes the mic. And this is like the classic scene. She goes, "Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know there is always tomorrow. Lean on me."
That was the first time I feel like I ever heard that.
Really?
Part. Yeah, I never paid attention to that part.
And nobody ever knows that part. People just know the "lean on me"
The
part.
lean on me part. Yeah.
Oh, that's
And the
it.
melody. People know the
If
melody.
you are strong,
that shit.
I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, yeah, that's a banger, dog.
Yeah.
So, of course, schools,
Yeah.
bro, you can imagine.
Yeah.
Even if they started singing that, it's going to be like, "Oh, bitch, we know this song." Oh, so everybody's going crazy singing it. Cut to they're taking the test. Happy music's playing. They're all fucking look serious, and they're all nailing it. You know what I mean? So the asshole mom, she's pissed at the mayor and the fire chiefs because they've done nothing. And then finally the dude's like, "Okay, chief, today's the day. We promised our action. Let's get you that court order. Let's do this." She smiles. So in the auditorium, later that day, Mr. Clark was walking in he sees Kanisha crying. Kanisha, why are you crying? Why aren't you in class? And he's like, "What's going on here?" And she's like, "I got pregnant." He's like, "Oh." And she's like, "Please don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me." And she's crying. He's like, "Oh." He sits next to her. He goes, "Well, did you tell your mother yet?" She's like, "I can't." And he goes, "Is Reggie the class president? Is he the father?" And she's like, "Yeah, but he's saying he's not. But I know he is. I ain't never been with nobody else, Mr. Clark." And he's like, okay, that nigga. Goddamn. Class president. And she's like, "I'm scared." And he goes, "Well," this is from him. He goes, "Well, honey, there are other alternatives." Yo, did you get her pregnant, Mr. Clark? There are other alternatives.
Yeah.
In 89?
Yeah, he looked at her like, "So what are we gonna do?"
He goes, "We'll get your mother, and we'll brainstorm, we'll figure out what's best for all of us." Which is weird that he said that.
He just threw himself
He just threw the hole in this. Fire. So right then the security comes in. "Mr. Clark, the fire chief, he just got past the gate." And he goes, "God damn it." He gets on the radio, Code 10, get the chains off. The enemy is here. The white devil is here." And then right there, as he gets to the hallway, the fire chief and they're all police, everybody's in the hallway already. And he's like, damn. And the fire chief replays on the recorder what he just said. Get the white devil is here. He's like, got you, nigga. And, he goes, Mr. Clark, you're under arrest. And Mr. Clark's like, for what? He goes, mainly for being an asshole, but you broke the fire code. You know what I'm saying? You can't have chains on the door. There's kids here. Obviously, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, not a hard, hey, we got you, and you fucked up. There's no way you're going to win this because you can't do that.
You know, I feel like day one with chains on the doors, the people trying to sneak in kind of understand what's going on. I don't think you need it for day 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7.
Day one proves a point.
Day one proves a point.
That's
Yeah.
It. Just prove the point. You don't need to actually have chains on the door.
Niggas start asking questions after a while.
Yeah, wow, like, bro, it's still chains on the door. Like, yeah, bro, we have to come through one door every goddamn day. It's awful.
The school is nice now. There was a montage.
Chains off the fucking door. So, they fuck it. They get him.
They arrest him.
Yeah. Put him in handcuffs. And they go, "You're finished, Mr. Clark." And then the one lady goes, the black lady, she's like, "We're gonna vote your black ass out now, right?" And then Sam is behind Mr. Clark and he goes, "Hey lady, suck my dick." And she's like, he goes, "Sam's, come on." Come on. He's like, "Sam's, I mean, good one, but hey, relax." He's like, "Miss Levias, you're in charge now." And they take the motherfucker to jail. In jail, the superintendent comes and he visits him. And he's like, "Man, I'm doing what I can. We're trying to get you out of here. We're doing our best." And he goes, "Hey," "but I want you to know, Joe, I've got no complaints about hiring you. As far as I'm concerned, what you accomplished with those kids was a goddamn miracle." You know what I'm saying? He goes, "When I look at those kids now, they have a light in their eyes because of you. And that's priceless." Joe smiles. He's like, "Thanks, boss." And he looks around the jail. He's like, "Man, I always taught my kids to stay out of jail. Fucking look at me." Right? And they start laughing. So the asshole lady at the board meeting, she's going off about how, to the board, about how he needs to be fired. He had chains on the doors. This is a no-brainer. Everyone's against him. Even the board. The board's like, I mean, man, he did this, he did that. Like,
right.
The school was down and out. Like, relax,
Hell hath no fury, though.
Bro, don't say a black lady's on welfare.
Yeah,
Don't do that shit, especially in front of everybody.
That's the worst.
That was the thing. It was in front of everybody.
Yeah.
That's what made it.
Well, that's the whole saying. Hell hath no fury like a black lady on welfare. That's the whole saying. That's what I meant.
See what I did with it?
Yeah, all-time racism. All-time racism.
All-time racist.
Damn, dog. All time. Not a lot of people get the gold plaque.
Hey, dude, I'm on the
get the gold bronze head. Not everybody gets the bronze head, bro. You got one.
I'm on the all-time team, baby.
You gotta get that bus. So we see Joe. He's laying in his cell. He hears something. What the fuck? And he looks out the window, like out the little thing, and you see all the kids. "Free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark." And he's like, just huge smile, like, what? Like 2,000 kids. You know what I'm saying? So the mayor comes to his cell and he's like, "Joe, we need some help." And Joe looks at him like, "What you need? My help?" He goes, "Not for me, for your kids. You have to send them home." He goes, and then Joe looks at him, he goes, "I don't have to do nothing but stay black and die." He's like, "God damn it, Joe." He goes, "I wanted you, Joe, I wanted you to know something. I wanted you to succeed. I didn't want you to not succeed. But listen."
This looks like him succeeding.
Yeah, he goes, "Listen, but Joe, if there's a riot out there, only people getting hurt are your kids. It ain't gonna be the police." And then Joe's like, "Fuck. Well, okay, it's 2,000 black kids out there yelling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This might go bad." So the asshole lady, like, she grabs a megaphone and she's yelling at the kids, "You need to return to your homes. Your presence helped no one." And then another student comes up because they keep going, "Free Mr. Clark." And he grabs the mic and he gets everybody to calm down. He goes, "Come on, y'all, give this lady a chance to talk. Even though she's just an old loudmouth bitch." And everybody's like, "Oh!" And then he gives her back the megaphone and she's like, "Call me all the names you want. Mr. Clark broke the law. He exposed you to danger. And then one girl goes, "No, he didn't. He didn't expose us to danger. He saved us. He chained out the drug dealers to keep us safe." And then they're like, "Yeah." And then another girl's like, "Mr. Clark believes in us." And then remember the class president kid?
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, if it wasn't for Mr. Clark," like he goes, "If it wasn't for Mr. Clark, and then right then the girl goes, "You need to shut up, Reggie, because you ain't taking care of your responsibilities." And everybody goes, "Oh!" Like it's fucking Jerry Springer.
Yeah. Wait, the whole school knows she's pregnant?
Yeah, the whole school knows. Well, yeah, the whole school would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, whole school dead.
Yeah, the whole school would know.
Yeah.
But Reggie's telling everybody that he hit first time he hit.
That's a good point.
So everybody knows he hit, and then now she's pregnant. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So they the sweet burn on Reggie. That's where we last ended.
She fucking.
We ain't had nobody had no kids in high school, huh?
Oh, it's all boys school, man.
I know what I'm saying. Nigga, there's other bitches in the world.
Oh, that's true. But I mean, in my head, I'm thinking like, is there a nigga
Like, we lived in the school or something, like, nigga.
You said it though. That's what I saw. I was like, well, I don't know if you know how this works, Stevie. But there's a man and a woman. You have a kid, right? Two babies. I thought. I saw a picture. Whose kids are those? In that picture you keep posting. You're a little handsy with it. I don't know if those aren't yours. But anyway, yeah. I do know what you mean. It's crazy that nobody had a kid outside of.
Nobody had.
Yeah, nobody even had a kid outside the school. Your school, any kids?
Yeah. Our running back had 2 kids. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Then I got the olive branch though. That's
Everybody had kids olive branch.
yeah. Everybody,
Everybody, but yeah. A lot of bitches though.
for sure.
What
Went to
school is
school
this?
with some bitches to a lot of bitches.
I mean, yeah.
There was a couple fine niggas at Christian Woods. Not as many as Olive Branch, I'm sure. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Is that the school you transferred to from Christian Brothers?
You don't remember the speech I gave at the beginning of the episode?
Dude, no, not
I
really.
broke down literally every move he made
it was
from high school to now.
It was a long speech. I was like, I'll tune in at Auburn. That's how I figured.
That's when I kind of came into the picture.
Yeah.
No, you did. You didn't come in the picture until Rams.
To the Rams, yeah.
Oh, God, you're an idiot. So, she burns Reggie, and then she goes, I promised the board I would get you guys a good principal, and that's what you need. And then Sam's like, we don't want a good principal. We want Mr. Clark. They all, free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark. So Mr. Clark comes out, and they go, I mean, it's like Stone Cold came out, or The Rock. You know what I mean? They lose their fucking mind. And he takes the megaphone, and he goes, I wish I could get this kind of turnout for study hall. And everybody laughs. And I was like, man, boo. Yeah. Fuck that joke. Nigga, get out of here. That's not that funny. They laughed like he said some great, some real shit.
No, but you know what I mean? They're giving
in that moment, yeah, it's a lot of tension. I get that.
In that moment, yeah.
If you did that, Chris Brothers, think about Dean Pratt. He came and said some shit like that. Dean's just so lame ass.
Yeah, I might give him the like the
cause if it's Dean Pratt, that nigga gonna charge you.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? This also is Dean Pratt. Damn, I forgot that. Yo,
R.I.P.
This
Dean
dude,
Pratt.
R.I.P. Dean Pratt, bro. One of the fucking legends.
Great
Christian
guy.
Brothers, bro. Great dude, man. God, how many times, bro? How many? Bro, how much money did you owe that nigga? So at our school, Christian Brothers High School, when you got in trouble, you didn't get like a regular school where you get suspended or you get like a detention. Christian Brothers, you pay fines.
Oh fuck!
It's a rich white private school kid. So they're like, how do we punish these kids who have it all? Well, money.
We fine them.
We'll tax them.
Crazy.
So I'm talking about like, bro,
That's
Clothes.
a little awesome.
if you didn't have you got caught with your phone, it's like $20. You got caught with your motherfucking thing undone, it's like $5. Now, if you don't want to pay the fine, you can clean up the cafeteria at lunch. All right. How many cafeteria cleanups did you have before you transferred? I can't believe they let you transfer because you technically owed thousands.
Look at my last 3 days at the school after the school suspensions.
You had to clean up.
Yeah, I had to clean up the hallway.
Yeah, no, you had to like the stadium.
The last 3 days of my
You
school,
totally recorded.
I had to clear because me and my homeboy Courtney, we knew we were gonna transfer, so we didn't go. Remember, we didn't go to that ring ceremony.
Yo,
and that shit
that was a
alphabetical
huge
order.
deal.
Oh, but
Because also they were like, man, nobody's gonna notice we're not there.
yeah, we like
Darren Bates.
because that shit was we had to say alphabetical
It
order.
was alphabetical and they're announcing your name. So it's clear the only 2 people ain't there are Darren and Courtney. And this was crazy. Everybody knew them niggas was at school that day. It's like, bro, they had 3 classes with them.
But then we left because we went to Smoothie King because I worked at Smoothie King, so we went over.
Yeah, this is the Incredible Hulk. That was great.
Yep, Vanilla Hulk. When we got down, coming that bitch, and then I give him a call. My dad, hey, where the fuck you at? Fuck you at? You heading to school? I'm like, shit, it's straight. I ain't going, I ain't going to be going to the school next year. I don't mind, you can't be leaving. Next, we had to pull back up to that bitch. That nigga standing outside in front of the school. Dean Pratt, who
Brother Chris?
Brother Chris out that bitch.
That's a principal.
Yeah.
You don't see that nigga until it's real.
That's
Chris
when you
don't know
know.
until it's a
That's
real
when you
problem.
know it's getting real.
Yeah, that's
nigga.
when you know it's real. It's like,
yeah.
oh, Brother Chris don't deal with this kind of shit.
No.
That's Dean Pratt deal with discipline.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if Brother Chris is involved, you know, like,
Oh, you fucked up.
you fucked up. It's a
What,
problem.
and what's the ceremony that you skipped out on?
The rings. The senior class rings.
Oh shit!
I'm like that.
Very noticeable when they were like, and Daren Bates. Also, they're the only two people that had to say their name twice. So it's like, where are these niggas, bro? God damn, yeah. So he had to fucking, oh my God. He had to clean up the school the last
The
week.
last 3 days there, I had to clean up the school. Me and Courtney and that bitch sleeping in the hallway looking pissed.
Me and Brian was like, yo, y'all a transfer, but y'all niggas ain't getting out free, bro. Y'all gonna put in some work when y'all go.
You either clean the school or it's $30,000. Which one? Which one? Hand it over.
Oh, you don't got it? God damn. I remember one time, I don't know if you remember this. Nigga, we were in the cafeteria. You threw a cookie. It hit Brother Roberts in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't mean like you threw it, like you threw this bitch from like across the cafeteria. And I was in slow motion. and he just turned. And then you sat there. I'm still standing up because I wanted to see where it hit. So I'm like, and it hits him and I go, oh! Right? And he fucking post him. Come here. Bro, to this day, no one knows you threw the fucking cookie.
Oh, dude, and you're the quarterback, so of course you threw it.
Everybody was like, yo, Derek just nailed that nigga, dog. Derek just.
That nigga was so hot. Oh, bruh.
I don't know if I got called into the principal's office. I got called in the Dean Pratt's office.
For real?
Both of them. And this was during basketball season. I got called into Bubba Luckett's office. Coach Luckett. Because they all knew it was you. Everybody was like, yo, Derek, just tell us. just say it. And I was like, I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
And then, bro, they were like, okay. And Dean Pratt was like, okay, like, you can't, I don't know. Then I go to Brother Chris. Mr. Poston, did you throw the cookie? I was like, no, I did not. I was like, I did not throw the cookie. Do you know who threw the cookie? I don't know. Did you see the cookie hit Mr. Cookie? Yeah, I saw it. But you don't know who threw it. I don't know.
Oh, so this was a huge deal.
Oh, bro, a brother.
No,
he didn't hit a regular teacher.
And
He
that
hit
nigga was one of them niggas like,
Brother Robert.
I'm about to say something, man. But
the brother was the asshole. Well, fuck that nigga.
he was an asshole.
He's got to be dead.
He's
That nigga was
probably-
80. But you know, the brothers are the motherfuckers in the road.
Okay.
And then you got teachers.
Okay.
So the brothers live at the school, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, this
okay.
is like he hit a fucking the pastor.
Oh,
Is that fair?
you hit a made man.
He hit a fucking made man
You hit with a
in the
cookie.
face.
Oh, so this was like Cookie Gate 08. This is like a big ass
It
deal.
was 08. It literally was 08. Yo, so them niggas questioned me, and then Bubba Luckett called me, and he said, Derek, I know who threw that cookie. I go, Coach Luckett. I don't know. Derek, it would be a lot easier on you if you just said, you know, because they kept doing that thing like they do you in jail.
Right.
They're like, hey, you're gonna get it's gonna be on you if you don't say who, and nothing happened.
Yeah,
But man, bro, I remember that shit vividly, bro. That cookie was. I mean, Drew Brees. You know, if I didn't know then, I should have known that you were gonna make it. You were gonna be special. When that cookie hit that nigga, I was like, this guy's got he's got a talent, maybe.
Nigga used to eat out of vending machines.
Oh, dude.
Oh, he told me about that.
Yeah, 15-minute lunch.
Big ass
brother?
cheeseburger.
Big ass cheeseburger. BIGAZ. Cheeseburger. Big ass cheeseburger. That's what you get. And bro, them hoes was
Busted.
like, not to this day, a big ass cheeseburger will fucking get you right, dog.
That's such a different experience, bro. My lunches, 45 minutes, we were alled to leave campus. So we would like go to Chipotle and In-N-Out and like
I know.
McDonald's.
College, bro.
Yeah, nigga, like what?
That's a college experience.
Yeah. All the freshmen would walk to Subway. Like that was.
All the girls had their tits out.
Yeah.
Why?
They were 18, like the movie. They were 18, like the movie. And they all had their tits out.
Seniors.
Yeah.
They had early birthdays.
Yeah.
All seniors with August birthdays.
Like, hey, you call it great exception.
So, I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot where we were even.
I know.
Okay.
You know, he goes, Mr. Clark comes out, he gets the megaphone, and he says the lame joke. That's how this starts. They all laugh. And he goes, kids, this is nice, but I insist, I must go home. Let the law prevail. No, we love you, Mr. Clark, no. If I've taught you anything, it's respect for the law. Now go home, okay? And then right there you see a bunch of police getting out the back of vans with nightsticks and shit. Like, relax, also. Like already like ready for war.
Right.
And then Miss Levias comes up to the front. And she's like, Mr. Clark. She has something in her hand. And this nigga goes, Miss Levias, goddammit, didn't I leave you in charge? Look at this mess you did. And she's like, will you just shut up and read this? And he's like, takes it from her. Like, bro, this bitch, Miss Levias got to work.
Yeah.
And so he opens it up and he looks at it and he goes, and he calls over the superintendent and he grabs him and he goes, it is my duty, Eastside High, and privilege and honor to report that you students have passed the test. They all fucking lose their mind. They start celebrating. The superintendent, he's like fucking high-fiving them and shit. And then the mayor, he looks up on the mayor. At the mayor, he goes, Mr. Mayor, on behalf of myself and Eastside High, you can tell the state to go to hell. God, Mr. Clark, Mr. Clark, Mr. Clark. And they all cheering, right? The asshole mom's going off like, this is bullshit. Woo-doo-woo. And he goes, Joe Clark isn't going anywhere. The superintendent grabs him, he's like, let me hear it. And everybody's like, yeah. And they're hugging up on him. And you hear everybody singing, Fair Eastside, Eastside High, baby high. They're singing the new black version.
Yeah.
And the remix, the R. Kelly.
New black
R. Kelly version of
the NBV.
Y'all know, usually I don't do this. It's a weird way to start your alma mater song. Usually I don't do this.
Bounce.
Eastside. Yo, so Sam runs up and he jumps in his arms.
Yeah.
And he's like, Mr. Clark. And he's like, come on, son. And he walks through the students and they're all hugging him and kissing him. And they're like cheering, Eastside. And then you hear the kind of that freeze frame of Morgan. And then it's like, move Eastside High, move on to victory. And then Lean on Me. Credits roll. We see them all graduate. That's Lean on Me, motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ. That was a hilarious movie, first of all.
Well, I don't think it's that funny.
I don't think it's funny in real life.
When you see it, it's like, this wasn't funny at all.
Yeah, that was a hilarious retelling of the movie. I'll say that.
D-Bates, what'd you think, buddy? Your first beans.
My first beans was amazing.
Got your first taste of the beans, man. Did you enjoy the movie?
I enjoyed the movie.
What'd you think of it, man?
It was everything I thought it was.
It was exactly like what I said it was going to be in the beginning. It was funny.
And I appreciate y'all having me on.
Oh, dude, we fucking appreciate you coming back.
This is great.
You do have one little bit of homework, though.
Yeah.
You got to watch the movie.
Gotta watch it.
You already know.
I'm
You
gonna
got to
watch
watch the movie.
I'm gonna watch it on the plane.
And let us know your recaps and we'll tell the beaners.
And we'll tell the beaners. We also, since it just happened, and we can maybe get a first take from an actual player, what do you think of the new rules? Can you say anything?
Thank you.
I love it. All right.
Ryan Tannehill signed. Darren Bates is here. Darren, you sure you have nothing to say?
Thank you.
Guys, let's spoil the beans. And that's what this podcast is all about.
Thank you, Beaners. See you soon.
Beaners.
Easy.
Beaners.
Beaners,
Ben Avery,
Beaners.
you fucking beaned it up today. We appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. You're fucking welcome.